Let's make sure we mute it here. And we tapping in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They say we live. They say we live on the Master's Table, man, or IMC TV. Salute world. It's the one and only Master myself. We've been here tapped in. Had to get y'all caught up, you know what I'm saying, the speed and so on and so forth. But it's always an honor, you know, to tap in with you. I go by the name Master myself in case you have not met me before. I do live stream every single Monday, but, you know, I recently changed the time. It's an honor and a pleasure to tap in with you again, all right? You know, I was live on Enlightened Masculinity, you know, the last episode with Yogi Master Chris. He's the captain of IMC Nation. I myself am the IMC Base 5 leader in training. I'm the official IMC Base 5 guardian. And, you know, it's an honor to, tap in with you again, all right? You know, normally my streams are during the day. I just got done explaining this on the Master's Table. So let me go ahead and go through it again so that you catch y'all up to speed. Normally, I stream during the day at like 1 p.m. or whatever. Normally, there's nobody able to tap in and so on and so forth. But here I am. I'm tapped in right now. And it's an honor to be with you, essentially, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I used to do these streams every single Monday night. And every single Monday night around 6 p.m. or so. It's a little later, you know what I'm saying? Later than expected, but it is what it is, right? It's an honor to tap in with you again. It's late night, 8 p.m., right? If you call that late night, whatever the case may be. But I'm here, and I'm ready to tap in with you again. Today's episode is called Despite Every Adversity, right? No matter what adversity it is that you are going through, you have an ability to overcome that adversity through your dedication and your commitment to what? To your purpose in life. Your dedication and your commitment to your purpose. What is your purpose is the question. I have a very simple answer for you, right? Very, very simple answer. You see, when we go to the Bible, right, the foundation of so many different religions, so many different concepts, so many different ideals that exist in this world were founded in the foundation of the Bible, right? And regardless of the origination of the Bible, it's a powerful text. Regardless, if you believe in the Bible or not, this word of God, the Bible, right? As I pick it up, I feel the power within it because words are, you know, words exist to display value, to communicate value is the best way to say it, right? And so if we go to Genesis chapter 1, no, I'm not going to, let's see. Let's go ahead and pull it up. I'm going to pull it up. Why not? We already here. I already got the Bible in my hands. You know what I'm saying? We already tapped in. So let's do it. There you go. It's highlighted right here. Look, I can't make this up. I was literally looking for this. I don't know if y'all can see. I was looking for this. It says right here. It says, God is our creator. This is Genesis 1:27, okay? Genesis 1:27 says, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Genesis 1:27. That's the first time that he mentions, excuse me, that's not the first time he mentions man. The first time he mentions man is Genesis 1:26. He said, then God said, let us make man in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. Then he said, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. And male and female, he created them. What's my point in reading that? Well, we have to know and understand that the first thing that God did for us, when it came to mentioning man in this life, God said, multi-life breakers in the house, salute. What God said was that we were created in his own image. The first time he mentions us, he's pointing to the ideal, to the understanding that he created us in his own image, right? So what is God communicating to us first and foremost? Well, when it came to man, God wasn't communicating to the world or to whoever is reading, right, or to all of existence that we were created in his own image. So the first thing that God tells us about us is that we were made in his own image. And what was he doing when he made us in his own image? He was creating. So by logical conclusion, you can understand that, okay, when God was creating man, he was doing what? He was creating us, right? And so what was the action that he was taking when we were being created? That action that God was taking was he was creating, right? What is creating? Well, creating is causing something to exist, something that at one point in time didn't exist. And he said, let us make man in our image and make them, what did he say? Let us make man in our image, in our likeness, and let them rule over the fish of the sea and the birds of the air, over the livestock, over all the earth, and over all the creatures that move along the ground. So we are dominant over everything. You get what I'm saying? Based off of God's word. This is God's word, right? So getting back to, linking that to the purpose, right? So what is our purpose? Our purpose is to operate in the likeness, in the fullness of what God put us here to do, and that is to create. So your purpose in this life is to create. How do you go about creating in this life? What are you doing every single day to create? That's how you know you're living on purpose. That's how you know you're dedicating yourself to a life of purpose. You are creating on a consistent basis, because that's what God did when he made us as human beings on this planet. He was creating us. He created us in his image. Therefore, as he was creating us in his image, if you look back through the text, what was he doing? He was created the heavens and the earth, the land and the sea, space and time, right? He created all these things, and he gave them to us. It also created us and then made us in his likeness. So our purpose is to create. So you may be like, Master myself, what does that have to do with anything when it comes to adversity? Well, let me tell you. Regardless of whatever adversities, regardless of whatever it is that you are encountering in this life, you have an opportunity right here, right now, to create. What's the first form of creation? Your words. What are your words? Words are the effect of the sound that comes out of you when you utilize your voice, the God-given right, or the God-given gift, if you will, that is your voice, the only voice that is yours. I understand AI exists. I understand you can clone voices and stuff. I've done it for myself. That's how I created my audiobook. I cloned my own damn voice. You understand me? But despite that, right, we have an opportunity to know and understand that our own unique voice goes forth, and we have the power to speak things into existence. We have the power to utilize our words to create. I encourage you today, whoever you are, to step into your creative power. Use your words on purpose. And know and understand that your words don't go forth into the void without materializing on some level. Spiritual, mental, physical, somehow, some way, your words are going forth, and your words are the first indication of your creative power as a creative being, as a human being, as a spiritual being, having a temporary experience here as human consciousness. So despite any kind of adversity, despite any kind of circumstance, situation that comes your way, you have an opportunity. Hear me out, because this is powerful. When you really get it, you can know and understand that this is your value, this is your power in this world. This changes everything for you. You have an ability to out-create any kind of situation or circumstance that you come into, face-to-face with. Anything that you come up against, anything that you encounter in life, you have an opportunity to out-create that thing. What does that mean? Well, we look to Stoicism, right? I'm a living beast. You understand me? What does that mean? Well, I'm a living warrior monk, right? This is an archetype that exists within IMC Nation. For the men that have been around, you already know what I'm talking about. For you, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to tap in with the IMC Nation philosophy, the technology, the order, you know what I'm saying, the ranking system. There's an organization, right, that we have going on within IMC Nation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you are years behind, and I encourage you to catch up, right, before it's too late. I mean, it is already too late, damn near. You understand me? But regardless, you have an opportunity right here, right now, to actualize yourself. How does that start? Well, first and foremost, you know and understand that every single day you got to have a process, a daily discipline, and routine, so on and so forth, right? Without going down that world of existence, right, or that path, right? The path of a warrior follows this path in which we're all on, right? So if you're not tapped in on that, then maybe you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I encourage you to catch up. So I'm a living beast, and every single day I have a process, I have a routine, I have certain rituals, I have different things that I do every single day. When I say rituals, I'm not talking about no spooky shit. I'm talking about the things that I do every single day that allow me to build my character, right? To build myself by design, right? So despite anything that comes my way, once again, that's what I was getting at, stoicism, right? We have a saying within stoicism, it comes from Marcus Aurelius, I believe. He says the obstacle in the path becomes the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Man, I'm blanking out on the second part, right? What stands in the way becomes the way. Man, yeah, whatever the second part is. The second part makes it, valid. Or maybe that's the first part, that's the second part, regardless. But what stands in the way becomes the way. What does that mean? Well, whatever's in your way, whatever's in your path, whatever is said to be a circumstance or an adversity, another quote, great quote, I believe it also comes from Marcus Aurelius. He says, the greatest sight is to see a brave man struggling through adversity. Despite any kind of adversity that comes in your path, know and understand that that adversity is meant to build you. It's not meant to break you. It's meant to build you. Get this. Like, man, this is so valuable when you know and understand this is the meat of your existence here on this planet. If you can know and understand that you have an opportunity to utilize the adversities in which you encounter to your benefit, there is some kind of benefit in whatever adversity it is that you are encountering. Everybody's facing something. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's experiencing something that you have to grow through. You're not meant to stay the same. You're meant to change. You're meant to grow. Not just go through something, but grow through something. Whatever that is, I encourage you, look at that deeply. Use that as an opportunity to embrace life again and look at life and say, you know what? I could approach life better. And what does better mean? Well, I can approach life the way that I choose to approach life. I can approach life to my utmost standards. I can choose to advance my life and not just stay the same. I can choose to build my life upon whatever foundation it is that I start with. Because I know that there's nobody else that can do me better than me. That's one of my favorite sayings. Can't nobody do me better than me. I am the best version of myself. That is applicable to any man in this world, to any woman in this world. Everybody should be able to say that. Can't nobody do you better than you. You are the best version of yourself. So take honor in that. Know and understand that nobody's going to do you greater than you. You have an opportunity to level up again today, despite whatever comes your way. Utilize whatever comes your way as a stepping stone. It's a frame of mind. And what we always say in IMC Nation is it's all in the state of mind. It's what my mentor AZD says, right? Jaguru Dev AZD. That means pay respects to the masters or the men that came before you. So despite the adversities, despite the situations and circumstances that you run into today, how are you going to respond to life? How are you going to activate your character like never before? Because of the adversities is the reason why you have an advantage. Let's change the wording, right? From break down to build up, right? From adversity to advantage. From obstacle to opportunity. This is the power of your words, once again, as we were speaking before. You, despite whatever it is that you encounter, I don't care what it is. I've seen men who are broken down in life allow themselves to be built up by the things that at one point in time broke them down. I've seen them. I've met them. I've interacted with them. These are men within IMC Nation. I'm one of those men, regardless of whatever it is that has come my way or tried to stop me or limit me in my experience of life. No, I chose to show up again. I'm here right now and I'm still existing. I'm still building myself. I'm building my brand. I'm building my philosophy. I'm building my outreach. I'm building my character, because who else is going to do that? Nobody. Nobody's going to do that for me. It's my duty. Just like you have a duty, you have a duty, you have an objective, you have a mission, you have a purpose, you have a vision, and that is to put your philosophy out to the world. That is to put your energy out into the world. That means that you are meant to expand your creative power, expand your creative truth, expand your character like never before, because look, nobody else gets to be you. That's where your value's at. So when you know that and you treat that as your honest truth, imagine what's possible. Imagine what you can do. There are no limitations. The only limitation that exists is the limitation that you set in your mind and that you agree to. But what if you chose to live this life on purpose? What if you chose to become the greatest version of yourself despite anything that came your way? What if? What would happen then? What are you really capable of the moment that you choose to do that? The only limitation, once again, is in your mind. Once again, all right? So getting back to the topic, despite every adversity that comes your way, you have an opportunity to change and transmute. I actually just wrote a post on Threads, right? If y'all have me on IG, get me on Threads, right? Threads is where I'm really expanding my creative thoughts and my ideals. These are thoughts and ideals that I have in my mind on a consistent basis. It's something that I constantly want to put out into the world, or not just want to, but I'm going to. I'm continuously doing on a consistent basis, right? Because I understand the value that's there. Quick commercial break. I ain't gonna give play to the brand. Those who tap in on the IG, you probably know the brand already. Kombucha. That's where it's at. You understand me? This one here is called Sacred Life. That should be enough for you to change your life. Sacred Life, change your life. You understand me? So despite anything that comes your way, despite everything that has been set up, right, to limit you from your world of experience, from your character, from you becoming the greatest version of yourself. What's up, honey? Despite anything that is happening in your life that is said to be stopping you or delaying your expansion in this life, despite all of that, you have an opportunity to level up again. Because today, at some point in time, you probably thought you wasn't gonna make it to today, but you are here today. When there's people that didn't wake up today. So despite anything, everything that was set to limit you from expansion in this life, that was set to limit you from becoming the greatest version of yourself, you're still here. And you are that version of yourself, whether you believe it or not, whether you can see it or not. But you see how I pointed to my mind, or this is the symbol of the mind, right? This is our brain up here, right? But it's a symbol of the mind. I'm pointing to my mind because I'm saying that you have to see it inside. Despite the outside, it requires your inner vision, it requires your inner insight, your insight. You have to see from these inside, not the outside. The outside is always going to dictate to you this situation and circumstance. This is happening, so on and so forth. But what do you see from the inside out? What are you projecting into your life? You see, the adversities that you face are not, once again, they're not meant to break you down. They're meant to build you up. But it's your frame of mind. It's how you see yourself. It's how you perceive these things that are happening in your life every single day. I can't tell you how many different adversities I experienced in the last 48 hours. But I can tell you that despite all of those, I'm here and I'm ready to create. I'm here and I'm ready to expand. I'm here and I'm ready to serve. I'm here and I'm ready to give you value like never before, because I understand that it's not just about me in this life. It's about what I can share with the world. It's about what I can do and speak to you about, and so that you can grow, so that you can become a greater version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody else is going to do you better than you. Nobody else gets to live your life. Nobody else gets to tell your story. But imagine if you began to walk on purpose. If you began to work in your creative space and you decided to create these different avenues. Like I have a daily beasting program. I wouldn't do you no justice if I didn't mention it to you. The price is increasing, right? 72 hours. Officially starting right now. As I announce it right now to the world, it's my first time saying it. The price is tripling, right? The price is $36 a month right now. It's going up to $144 a month. Why? Because I've been creating. I did a whole month free. I still go live stream every single day on YouTube. Every single day. I don't know anybody else is doing that shit. Every single day. And I have a whole world of value. There's a Telegram group. There's a Google Drive, right, with all the content that you need. You know, we meet every single cycle and so on and so forth, right? But I'm saying all of that to say that's my creation. That's one of my creations. Another creation is this TV show that I have, The Master's Table. I go live every single Monday. Been going live every single Monday for the last 2.5 years. Every single Monday. If it's not Monday, I would always notify the brothers and say, hey, we're going to meet on this day instead. All right, cool. What are my other creations? Well, I got several Telegram groups. I got another Telegram group called the Daily Beast. It's an open Telegram group, right, where I show value and so on and so forth. There's another Telegram group that I got called the Daily Disciples. The brothers share their videos and their philosophies and concepts and ideals, right? It's called the Daily Disciples. You see me get here on live, you know what I'm saying? Anytime I'm going live and I'm sharing my ideals and thoughts and philosophies, an extended version of what it is that we do online, right? On top of that, you know, I'm building this self-mastery system, right? Because that's my objective every single day, to work on building my character and mastering myself. And so there's a system, there's a philosophy, there's a working structure that I've been putting together on a consistent basis over the last 3 years of my life since I was integrated into IMC Nation. I met my mentor AZD that I've been creating, right? And so I'm putting the final touches on that, right? I'm setting the structure for that. I'm right now living in one of my creations, what is called the Base 5, right? IMC Base 5 here in Phoenix, Arizona. Tempe specific, right? But I'm living in that at this point in time. When you would have seen me a year ago, I was not living in IMC Base 5. I was living in my space that was called the Temple. It was my personal space, but I wasn't sharing it with other brothers, other men, ethical men, alpha men within IMC Nation. And so on and so forth, right? I can continuously go, talk about these creations and so on and so forth, right? But that's not where I start. That's not where I stopped, right? I'm continuously creating. I'm continuously expanding. I'm continuously growing. And that's how you build this lifestyle of an IMC Nation rank officer. This is how you build a lifestyle of an ethical man, right? Living in the year 2023. This is how you build a lifestyle of a master. You outcreate any kind of adversity that comes your way. You decide that you're going to go forward no matter what comes your way, no matter what is set to stop you from living your best life. You're meant to come here and live your best life and nothing less than that. So set the standards and go towards them. Move forward in confidence, knowing that there's nobody else that's going to do you better than you. You are the best version of yourself. And I'm here to be a active proponent for you, a messenger of that understanding. Like, my message to you is that you are already perfect. You are perfectly made in the image of God. You are perfectly designed to become the best version of yourself. You have within you the qualities, the essence, the energy that's required for you to level up in life. Nobody's going to do you better than you. And you are the greatest version of yourself, all right? So that's my message to everybody, man. I appreciate everybody tapping in, first and foremost. What I do want to do, I want to end this with a powerful meditation. It's what we do every single Master's Table. It's called a meditative moment, all right? So we're going to take 5 minutes. We're going to take a moment in time to just sit down, meditate, and allow your conscious mind to relax. And we tap into the subconscious mind, if you will. just for 5 minutes. We allow ourselves to relax and so on and so forth. So I'm going to get off of IG here so I can set the timer. Despite every adversity, exclamation mark. Speaking about how to handle the adversities of life and live in your creative power, period. Hashtag the master's table, hashtag master myself, hashtag be the best, fuck the rest, hashtag IMC Nation, hashtag IMC base 5. Almost. Said IMC base 5. Almost. Here we go. All right. Meditating moment. Like I said, let's tap in. Let's enjoy this. Level up. 5 minutes. Start with the breath. Close the window here. Go ahead and close your eyes. You tapped in with us. Get familiar with your inner space. This inner space is so sacred to you, nobody else can access it. This is your playing field. This is your creative field. This is the essence of you. Nobody else has access to this space. In this space, take a deep breath in through your nose. Out through your mouth. Relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, breathe in for 3 seconds. Ready? In. 1, 2, 3. And out for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? In for 3. And out for 5. Feeling your body relax. Breathe in again through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. Relaxing even deeper. Get familiar with this inner space. This is where you create from. Enjoy the next few minutes of peace. Set the timer for about 3 minutes. Enjoy your peace. Begin to open your eyes, come back to the outer experience, the external world. Take a moment to honor yourself and appreciate yourself for taking the time to level up again today. Congratulations for operating in your creative space, living on purpose, and living as a true master of self. I am the one and only master myself, tapping out from IMC Nation. As always, we say be the best and fuck the rest. What I always say is knowledge of self is knowledge of wealth. It's the one and only master myself tapping out. Salute.